Hey yo, it's your boy Caleko. Today on Mining America, we got part 2 of Is it a crud or is it stud? The carving of this large piece of black opal. And I'm not going to give you any spoilers. I'm just going to let you watch the video and figure out what happens. But that's not why I started the intro like this to talk to you about. I need you guys to buy stuff. I've really been screwed recently. Life is kicking me in the nuts over and over again, and I need more money. I had a package stolen out of my the place I'm staying right now, my great aunt and great uncles, and it's possible that it didn't get stolen, but I'm really convinced that it did get stolen, and I am convinced I know the people that stole it. But I'm one of these people that when I have good items, I keep them in the box. And I keep the original box from the manufacturer for like nice expensive stuff, because if I plan on selling it at some point, it sells for 20% more on average if it has the box with it and all the original paperwork and all that sort of stuff. So if I have good items, then I keep them like that. And I had a really good microphone, and I had a couple of camera items, and I had a cam link. And all this stuff just came up missing the other day. And I'm really convinced that I moved it from one house to another, yet it's gone. And at the same time where that stuff happened, which once again, this is a part of my life, but I'm going to get into carving the stones if that's all you're here for. Just wait a second. We'll get there. So, when I realized this stuff was stolen, the same day I realized this stuff was stolen, I should say, I got hit with a $400 fee from eBay into my PayPal, and now my PayPal, which had a little bit of money in it, is $380 or $60, or I'd have to go and look, in the negative. And the reason it's in the negative is because I sold a direct-to-garment printer on my eBay for my great aunt, and she donated that money and to the organizations that she, helps out and stuff like that. And I'm not asking her for it, because it's generally my mistake in that I didn't pay attention that eBay is now charging sales tax. At least in my state. I don't know about your state, but in my state, they're charging sales tax, and the way they're doing it is freaking insane. So they put the money into your PayPal account, and I had, at one point in time in November, I had a lot of money in my PayPal account from selling a bunch of stuff and selling her direct-to-garment printer. And so I spent money not thinking about it, and if they put it in there, then I spent it. Then that's what happened, because I had been doing transactions and stuff like that. And now they hit me for sales tax from November just yesterday. Just yesterday, they hit me for $360 or $380 of sales tax, and now my PayPal account is in the negative $360. Buy rocks! I know I haven't put anything up specifically for sale, but I'm working on that right now. I want to finish the video that I started yesterday. I want to get that posted tonight. The next video is going to have some pretty stuff in it that I plan on selling. I found some of my scales so I can actually have carat weight of stuff, because that was one of the problems with me selling stuff, is I couldn't tell what the carat weight is. I really don't want to sell any of these sunstones I did a video of, but I'm willing to. I'm willing to sell sunstones. So if you want to buy a sunstone master, all these stones were cut by a master. The faceting on them is absolutely phenomenal. I've had jewelers that look at them that love them. Of course, I haven't offered them for sale to any of those guys, but they weren't for sale when we were talking and I showed them to the jewelers. So, but yeah, for my flawless sunstone, I want $500 a carat, but there's only one of them that's in there like that. And for the big ruby red one with the schiller in the center, I don't even want to sell that one. Like, that's a flawed stone. It has, the cut could have been better to avoid the flaws in it or to accentuate the schiller in it differently, but that stone itself had a lot of schiller in it. Like, it had schiller on almost all sides. And when it flashes, it's really deep red, and that was one I wanted to sort of keep for myself. It's like my vampire stone. It's like just blood red. I like it. It was originally, when I had the faceter cut it, I told him I was going to keep it for me. So I really like that one. But I'm digressing into the stuff I'm going to be selling in the future instead of what I have going on right now. And life's just been kicking me in the balls, and it's been repeatedly. and I had my first interview the other day with a company that I hope to get hired by, because in all honesty, they have potential in their organization for upward mobility, and their starting pay for, even if I got the worst job at that place, which I wouldn't mind, is better than a lot of other places out here. At one place, I've been applying at all kinds of places. At one place is very much like a Jiffy Lube, and I applied for a job at this place, and I applied for an assistant management position because, you know, I've never managed one of their stores before, so I go for an assistant management position. And this Jiffy Lube style place, which is not Jiffy Lube, but it's a similar style place, the one thing I noticed is, as I was filling everything out, they put in there that their starting pay, that they start paying their assistant managers, is $9 an hour. Which, that pisses me off, man. You want to talk about getting underneath my skin? I'm like, your assistant managers, you pay $9 an hour? Like, that's barely a living, if that's even a living wage today. I'm not even convinced that's a living wage. Because a living wage is supposed to be something you can pay all of your bills with, your rent with, have food on the table, and have some money to, like, maybe put into healthcare or save or something. And $9 an hour doesn't do that. Not even in this area that I live in, which is, of most expensive places, this is not one of them. The other thing I find funny about that is, just like last week, the Florida, where I'm at, Florida changed their minimum wage to like $8.55 or something like that. So the minimum wage in Florida right now is $8.50, $8.55, something like that. And they want to start paying their freaking management assistant managers $9 an hour. Like, that's really low. That's just not cool at all. And the place I applied for, they start their people out at $12 an hour. And that's like the minimum I'm willing to work for. Because even after taxes, at $12 an hour, your only take home is only like freaking $8.50. Like, that's the take home. The take home is like $8.50 to $9 after, you know, taxes. Because it's the poorer tax brackets that pay the most taxes. And I've had a few people in my videos, or I should say I've had some viewers complain about the style of videos I do now, that I'm not putting out digging videos, and it's because I do not have the ability. Life is keeping me from that, and I need to stay near my children. So if you haven't heard that before, you're hearing it now. So if you only want to see videos about me digging, you're gonna have to wait, or you're gonna have to come up with like $10,000 and buy my services, and I'll do exactly what you say. But that's probably not gonna happen, and I don't expect it to. Yet at the same time, I give good deals on my stones. I sell good stuff, and at the moment, I'm not trying to pay some exorbitant extra fees, which eBay, the last time I sold stuff on there, it more felt like I paid them than I got anything for the sales I did. Like, I'm not happy with my last transactions on eBay. I'm not happy with getting screwed. I'm not happy with them leaving money in my PayPal account for months on end until they decide to withdraw it. Like, that's not how this is supposed to go. If they're going to be paying sales taxes, then they need to take it. Or if I'm going to be paying sales taxes, then I need to hold that money and then send it to the tax office. Yet, right now, I don't have a EIN number to be paying sales taxes to the state of Florida or to the federal agencies. Yet, if you were to look at my income of literally what I've brought in each year, I don't have to. My wife has been the breadwinner, I'm the biggest loser, and I've made the least amount of money because money has not been my driving force. But now it is, because I don't like being in debt. For the first time in 40 years, I started building credit, because my whole life, I never felt like I needed any more credit than I could get from my friends or people that I knew. Hey, bro, you think I could borrow $500 for a couple of weeks? I'll get it back to you, I promise. Sure, no problem. And I pay them back. Now, I'm feeling like I'm a dumbass because I ruined portions of my life with not understanding things and thinking that I knew better than the rest of the world, which ends up being, no, I didn't. No, I didn't know better. I knew how to make sure that I had no growth. And the people I attached myself to didn't help me grow. So as far as it goes, I should have been using credit properly a long time ago. I could have had the businesses I wanted off the ground. I have the ability to start a business for a very inexpensive price at a mall and be able to have an office where I shoot my videos and a place where I can sell stuff in the public. And I'm not going to be doing any of that because I'm too desperate to have some sort of financial security, which I haven't had. I have put all of that part on my wife because she's always been the breadwinner. She has knowledge about how to make money in her field that I don't have. And I've sort of been the sidekick on that one. And it's my fault more than it is anybody else's fault. So I'm not trying to lay blame. I'm just letting you know where I stand. But I'm going to have sales. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to have stuff ready for sale. So if you've seen anything on my channel you want to buy, get it now. If you were interested in some of those rock boxes for $100, you're not going to get a better deal in fire agate than this. You're not. Like, I put some posts up in some rock hounding groups, and most of them got deleted by the group admins, which some of these rock hounding groups on Facebook now, they suck. Like, some of them are just bootsy as hell. They want you to spend like 5 posts a day doing something on there, and then don't put anything about your YouTube. You can't put a video on here from YouTube. Like, screw these people. I don't know where they think they are or what they think they're doing, or the fact that they think that by me putting a YouTube video about rocks on their channel doesn't help both of us. They're stupid. They really are. So I don't even care. To tell you the truth, it doesn't affect me that much. But I've been digressing, and I've been running my gab and not doing anything about carving. So we got this black opal, and I'm going to get you into that video. This video is going to be 20, 30, 40 minutes long. But I'm going to take this to a polish. Even if it doesn't turn out the way I want it to, I'm still going to take it to a polish. Due to this 11.5-minute rant, I'm going to make this video relatively short on the carving end and get the next video on the color end posted real soon. Well, it's peeking through a little bit. Awfully gray. And I'm not seeing a lot of color besides that little itch of red. But let's see what happens as I straighten up this back a little bit. I'm scared that little triangle is going to be all I get. Oh, goodness. Please let that be what I think it is. I can't zoom in anymore. This is as good as it gets on that zoom. I'm not sure. I'm just not seeing the other end of that, though, and not an awesome red color bar. I think that's what I'm seeing. I think I'm just seeing the potch. I think at this point, it's time for me to start on the other side. I'm not convinced that that line is going to turn into anything better than what I have on the top now. As you can see, it's been run across by the people that probably sent it to me, which it's still an awesome gift. So let's do this side now. Now these opals are ones that I've been saving that I took to my Gem and Rock Society today. You can see that really amazing harlequin pattern on this one. Let's give it a little bit of water. Oh yeah, look at that, a great confetti pattern, like amazing pattern on that one, huh? So these I'm going to be posting for sale rather soon. I was hoping to cabochon them myself before posting them for sale, but I might not be able to do that. Maybe I'll cut them by hand, but I'm hesitant to potentially screw them up by cutting them by hand. And as you can tell, these are amazingly colored opals. Now, these are Wellow opals, like we've seen before if you've been a fan of my channel, and like we just saw in the video I did about Uncut Gems, the movie. They are not as pricey as Australian opals. They are also not as hard as Australian opals. Yet they have amazing color. Great, great color. These would definitely be more of a crystal opal. There's not a lot of body tone to them except for the fire that's coming back. Sometimes a little bit blue, sometimes a little bit white, sometimes a little bit clear. But these I'm going to be posting for sale also. So here's what I need you to do. Leave me a comment. Should I sell them as rough, or should I cab them up and sell them in cabochons? That's one I could work on. That little piece I could practice on. You're only seeing part of the color in these because really they're not polished because they came off of a saw. So what should I do? Should I cabochon them? Or should I sell them like they are? Whoops, those aren't the ones I meant to have in there. Those are Australian and American. But these are the ones I meant to have in there. I think I should cabochon them. But I haven't done very many opal cabochons on wheels, and I'm not very good at it. Sort of scared of screwing them up, but any sort of polish on them makes them fantastic, as you can tell from those. So give me your opinion in the comments below. How should I sell these? I definitely need some money, so it's time for a fire sale.